You are now listening to Table Talk, a D&D-based podcast, where a group of voiceover enthusiasts and theatrical-inclined individuals come together bi-weekly to play a rousing game of Dungeons & Dragons. The current campaign is a homebrewed epic tale titled The Devils of the Blind. Now, sit back and enjoy as the story unfolds, and welcome each and every one of you to our table.
All right, welcome back to tonight's episode of Table Talks. I am your host, Emily. The rest of the cast introduce themselves.
I'm Renee. I play Erilyn DeVanderel.
I'm John. I play Nolamir Fletcher.
I'm Chase. I play Fenris Kane.
I am Billy. I play Oslo Praetorian.
I am Jane. I play Sturgill Bronwyn.
And our Swarley will be joining us later on. Now, where we stalked from. Most of you faced your fears in rather interesting ways. Poor Oslo, though. True. Poor Oslo, though, he was passed out in the crow's nest.
He missed all the fun.
After you all have faced your fears and Gertrude has given Fenris his rather large tankard of ale, you all are now back on the ship.
So, first off, gotta make sure we unload that ale and get it into a nice, cool area and safeguarded and tied down. Make sure it's safe. So I guess we put that way in the galley.
Yep.
Good a place as any, I guess.
Yes, sir. Okay.
All right. Oslo, would you say you're awake now?
More than likely, yes.
All right.
So,
You're currently on top of the crow's nest.
yeah, as far away from the rest of the water as possible.
Would you say that we have been on the boat for a while, or did we just get back on the boat?
You've been on the boat for a good bit now, heading in a specific direction, with little Timaeus once again at the wheel.
Oh no, poor Oslo. Just, while we still in the ocean. Oh man, we made port. Like we went in and got some drinks.
Naked people.
Sturgill must have poisoned me again.
I'll never tell.
Logically, would I have been able to find some sort of telescope or visual aid in the time they were gone? You know, just like sitting in the crow's nest with it, just scouting out?
There'd be a small little telescope in the crow's nest.
Okay. Yeah, he's just been taking his time, sat in the crow's nest, scouting the island, just watching the seas, making sure, nothing creeps up on them.
Well, as you're looking out over the ocean, you notice that you're heading towards land.
Yeah. He climbs down about halfway down the crow's nest because he doesn't trust the boat. He looks at anyone else on the deck and goes, "Hey guys, I see land off in the distance. Think we're close to wherever the next place is."
You hear little Timaeus. Ooh, go ahead.
Nomir's just gonna go
Nope,
up to
you got.
Okay. Nomir's gonna go up to Timaeus and go. So, are there any brothels where we're going this time?
He gives like a very serious thinking face, and he like taps his chin. I don't think so. I don't think so. No. It's really pretty though. There's lots of farmland. I think it's called like it's Highland.
We've got to
Island?
Yeah.
Ah. Sounds relaxing.
Nolamir,
It's pretty.
Yes, Erlen.
Well, in my experience, pretty things are made to kill you.
is that all you think about?
No.
I'm shocked.
Well, pretty things can kill you, yes, but I don't know. I think they kill you less than the ugly ones.
That might be up for debate.
We will have to agree to disagree.
Why would pretty things kill you?
Don't worry about it,
Do
Tamaya.
not kid you met my ex.
Miss Erwin, you're pretty. Are you gonna kill me?
No, oh my gosh!
And you just see
Fuck
Tobias
her
like
up.
backing up.
No. Well, first of all, thank you for thinking I'm pretty. That means a lot. But no, I don't know. I would no, not children, ever, never.
And Oslo,
Someone's never lived
your
with a
ex
kid
was pretty
before.
in the first place.
There come nights.
And then Tobias
Seldom. Go ahead.
Tobias terrified, looks over at Fenris. Mr. Fenris, your horns are pretty. Are they gonna kill me?
Oh my gosh! Y'all said Norlamir was going to be traumatized, not the child.
Hey, hold on. I gotta. Let me roll how I respond to this with my charisma.
You made me spit out water.
Yes.
All right, I got a 14 on my charisma here. So
Oh God.
Nah, what? Me kill you? Nah. Probably the ocean before me.
You know,
Definitely not me.
so sad
Maybe
about
Oslo.
this. I am the only one who has advocated for this kid. Everybody else has blatantly stated that they would harm him.
I would say crap.
I mean, I am a big cat man. I am probably the most likely out of everyone to kill this small child
I just imitated
if
it.
the need arises.
I mean,
Tobias, do you think that Oslo is pretty?
He gets a very serious thinking face as he looks over at Oslo, and then he gets a serious nod. Yes, Mr. Oslo is very pretty.
Well, that pretty thing will probably kill you at some point, so
Oh my
stay away from
gosh.
it.
I think there's a
These are
whole
awful.
documentary on that.
Yeah, no, that's probably true. Everyone I've become friends with seems to die, normally horribly.
Oh, okay, that's pretty
What about acquaintances?
Pick and choose, I guess.
I mean,
Ah,
You
damn it.
just hear his a little terrified squeak,
You guys leave my
and then
poor boy
the
alone.
boat knocks you right on your ass, Oslo.
Can
So,
I
like,
hug him?
rubs his lower back. And, hey, you don't need to be a dick about it. I'm just telling the truth.
Well, I do say honesty is the best policy, I guess.
My boy.
You know, one of you's supposed to get traumatized tonight, not poor Tobias.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck Tobias.
don't fuck Tobias. Don't fuck
I rolled a
Tobias.
14. I listen. I said I would not kill him. I said it wouldn't be me and my horns. Probably.
Oh my gosh.
That's my 14. I was nice.
said
I was
would not-
nice.
I said I would not kill him.
Please
For us
leave
to
my
keep
boy
maiming
alone.
is a different story.
Tobias is
Listen,
just clutching
compared
on
to other times, this is probably the nicest he's getting right so far. Before I said I would murder him. Now I'm saying probably not. So it's working.
I will throw hands with this child if the need arises.
These hands are rated E for everybody.
PG, adult supervision may be required.
Your face must be made out of tape because you're about to catch these
fighting
hands.
ring.
Good lord, I hope not.
I'm not. That'd be awful. How much money would we pay to put that make that happen?
Are you trying to put Tamias in a child fighting?
No. I'm speaking out of character. How would are we about to start
Listen,
a child fighting?
Wait, how much
She knows
money
better than
could we
to break
earn from
rule
that?
1.
Probably a lot.
You
Toss our
know
kid
how much
in.
we could rig that with the ship being alive? It can knock the other kids over. Like, oh look, they fell over, they lose.
I mean, we're eventually going
We
to
could-
reach an island where there's a whole ring of like tiny little gnome fisticuff fights
Oh,
going
no.
on. Like,
Yes. I
Oslo's
have
just gonna
found my
walk in,
place.
being 7 foot tall, just putting his house keys in between his fingers, swinging his arms. Wait, shit, no, he has claws. He'll just use them.
What happens in Gnome Fight Club stays in Gnome Fight Club.
First rule
Hey.
of Gnome Fight Club: you don't talk
Hey.
about Gnome Fight Club.
remember, gnome witnesses.
Okay.
Gnome rush.
And this is
Nah.
where the DM is like done with our
It'd
shit.
be like
Okay.
be like that bit out of Shrek where you just sort of just chill in there, and then suddenly you just see Oslo running in full plate armor and just drop kick a gnome over the edge of the boat.
Well, that's not very nice. He's
And-
just a
Oh my
donkey.
god.
And on that topic,
Oh, heaven and hell.
you've docked. You've docked into port. um,
Oslo is going to approach the side of the boat and get a visual lay of the land.
you're looking out. It's a very small dock. But you do see one other ship and an older sea captain, getting things ready to take off.
Well, the place is small, which probably means there's not going to be much traffic, which probably means our chances of getting horribly murdered are quite low. That is a good thing.
Please don't
I
say
think.
that. Then you can turn it around and it's
I mean, what's the odds of these people seeing a giant furry tiger man?
Yeah, I am not everyone's cup of tea, as you say.
You know what? Keep the hood on for now.
perhaps we
Just keep the
should
hood on.
go see what we're supposed to do here.
A set of backwards paws away from being mistaken for a Rakshasa. It's probably best to hide.
Arak, what now?
Sturgill.
Yes.
As you approach the dock, getting ready to walk off, it all looks very familiar to you.
You know,
That's gonna get caught in the
I feel like all these mountainsides look very familiar to me. Kind
Do you
of.
know where we are?
I think we're either close to my home or we are in my home. It's
Not
very
sure.
big. Well, I mean, the islands are
Alright.
small, but you know, I think we're in my home.
Fair enough.
Pats you on the
Alive with
shoulder.
ruffles?
Okay.
No.
I will punch you.
A man gets lonely, alright?
Why is he suddenly so obsessed with brothels?
Oh, you didn't pay. Oh, you weren't here.
Oh,
Oh, that's not.
yeah, you were
fair.
kind of taking a nap.
He's got an obsession.
I mean,
it's
it-
not healthy.
We may have.
I mean, if you want to,
We may.
I mean, if you want to get with a couple of the older folks down here, I mean, you certainly can. But if you swing that way, but any younger ones, not very plausible, mate.
His face says it's possible.
He's not.
I think it does.
And
I'm
with
a-
that,
I'm a
Fenris
little
is getting
concerned.
off the boat. Fenris is off the boat, going.
Noticing you all
Yeah.
getting off the boat, the old captain glances your way, sort of with a frown.
I kind of do like a wave.
Oh,
Oslo looks up. The fuck you frowning at?
Oh my gosh.
Are
He's
you
gonna
not
be the
getting
reason
off
why.
here? Are
Apparently
you not
not.
getting off here?
Suppose so.
I'd be careful if I were you.
Oh gosh, why?
Why?
Well, a few months ago, bad famine hit these parts. No trade around. Small village got hit pretty bad.
Was the village called Evergreen?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay, that's not good. Do you?
At your home.
Yeah, I mean, do you have any idea what it is now? Like how it looks? Did the famine go away? Like, tell me some details, please.
No idea, dear. I just know nobody's gone in and nobody's gone out.
Fuck me running. All right.
Spiritual.
Careful!
I don't want to alarm you, but famine isn't really the kind of thing that just goes away.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, we were part of the, head producers of the agriculture around here, so, at least near my hometown, so.
How far away is your hometown from here?
Probably about close to 2 hours.
I mean, we could always go there and check on it ourselves. It's not too far out of the way.
Might as well. Don't know next time we'll be close to town.
Be careful where you go.
Why?
Well, there's been sightings of a strange creature along the way.
That's fine. I just have to outrun the creature. And then he points at Nolan and goes, or him. Whatever one comes first.
This creature, any idea what it actually looks like or just strange?
Is it new now?
Only thing I can say is people hear rattling in bones.
I find this humorous.
You think that might be a reward for taking it out so we don't tell?
Oh, sure. Well, good luck to you. And with that, he heads up his ship and moves into the captain.
Yeah,
So-
safe sailing.
So what we know is town gets hit by awful famine and then suddenly unknown creature appears. Coincidence?
You think the creature has something to do with it?
I do not like to toot my own horn, but I'm kinda smart, so yes, I can bet that.
Kind of.
If that's coin involved, that would be great for me. I'm out a little bit because of a deal with Nolamir and the barkeep.
I say it's worth checking out.
I feel like we need to sit down and you need to catch me up on what you did on that island.
I got booze. Good ship.
Perhaps after we're done with this. We'll have it. We'll
Alright,
make
so
sure
are you
Nolan
setting off?
tells you. Sorry.
Yeah, I'd say so.
You're good.
There's like such a delay. We're
Alright.
so sorry.
No, you're fine. All right, so you set off along the way with Sturgill leading the way.
It's almost.
So this. Sorry, I was just gonna say, this traveling, what we're doing is kind of like a well-traveled road. Are we going through forest? What's the scene?
It's a well-traveled road, but it's in a forest. And as you're walking around, there's like no sound, no wind, no animals, no rustling of trees at all.
So, Sturgeon,
Okay.
You seem to be incredibly misinformed that mint was good for people like me, and I am assuming that mint goes around this area quite a lot.
Yeah, see where I'm from, I'm actually pretty knowledgeable in equestrian and bovine, but, things like your species, cats, I'm not very knowledgeable in, so. But yeah, I used to spend my time kind of collecting herbs and stuff.
That's all I really needed to know. Just so basically, if I walk into any kind of high grass, there's a chance I could just start tripping balls, right?
I mean,
Like real bad.
Possibly. You probably have a better chance in one of the farmlands. There's some people that plant mint and spearmint to help keep bugs away.
Yeah, no, my point is I don't want to interact with it because you almost killed me.
Right.
Can't let that go, huh?
I mean, you probably wouldn't let it go if someone poisoned you, telling you they had something that could help.
I mean, I have. And I was got flicked by a giant golem. I'm not mentioning about that.
Almost isn't the same as was.
I can't
I
complain. I
promise.
bet she does some.
I promise I'll pay you back for that.
Madam DM.
It's a good way to die.
Yes.
If I may, since it got brought up, would it be possible for me to see if there are any signs of the monster that's inside around here in the surrounding woods as we're walking?
Yes.
All right. Would this, ma'am? Good.
I say,
Would this count as a survival check?
no. Go for a perception.
No. Go for perception. Okay. I do not. I have a.
Yeah.
Let's see. I am proficient in perception.
Camera, what you say? Keep cheating.
To 15.
Nice. Okay. So as you're looking around, you start noticing like footsteps that are very fragile. And listening closely, you hear that rattling of bones. Slowly, it starts making its way closer to the wall. So you all are starting to hear that rattling. And soon before you all stands a rather medium-sized rickolich. I don't even know if I pronounced that right.
Sorry, what?
There you go.
Dracolich, I see.
No.
Oh, well then. All right then.
And it doesn't right off the bat give you any like feelings of aggression or violence. It more of tilts its head curiously at you. Bones thinking together as he does.
If you stay very still, I'm assuming its vision is based on movement.
Finish
Stay
it.
still.
Finish that sentence.
You wave at it.
Very slow. Yeah, it's like kind of like a slow hand back and forth as if it tracks his hand.
It watches your hand closely, follows it. And slowly, it starts walking towards you.
Keep one hand pulled up, like scratching at his shoulder, keeping it close to the greatsword hilt in case he needs it, and continues to wave at him.
Do you understand common?
It pauses and gives a heavy nod. And it sort of sniffs the air around.
Wait. I speak Draconic. So, Nomir's gonna go ahead and... say again?
You're double voicing.
Double voicing.
You're double voicing.
Yeah, 1 second.
Okay.
Better?
Yep.
Okay. But Nomir's gonna kind of crouch down in front of the Drac Lich and Draconic ask, "Can you speak?"
It shakes its head.
I guess vocal quotes are applied for that kind of thing.
We're off to a good start, Scotch Angry. That is
It once again inches closer to you, and it's not a full-size Draco Lich. I'd say it's about the size of a small. I'd say it's about the size of a pony.
Oh, it's a pup.
And it immediately focuses on Sturdy. Moving closer to you, it nudges its nose against your pockets. Would you say you have mint on you still?
Let me check. I don't think I have to roll for that, do I?
No.
Yeah, I do. I have mint.
It finds the mint, whether it's in your bag or in your pocket, and just sticks its nose in there.
Oh, okay. All right. And then I just kind of open the bag and just let it just dig around in there.
It takes a big
Oh,
chomp.
hey, also, look, a fellow addict.
Takes a big old chomp of it, and its skeletal tail just starts wagging, much like a dog.
Oh my gosh, it's like a dog.
I kind of like look at
I'm
everyone.
gonna be real with you.
What do I do? What do I do?
Keep it happy, feed it more mint, give it everything you have.
Okay.
Quick,
Okay.
don't disappoint.
As you give it more mint, it Go ahead.
Good. I can wait.
Oh, okay. As you give it more mint, it sort of curls around your legs and gives out what could possibly be a purring noise.
You got yourself a
Being a cat man, would I be able to determine if this is indeed like a happy purr?
Yes. It is indeed a happy purr.
He looks over to Sturgeon and goes, "Hey, it likes you. Congratulations."
Oh, that's great. And I kind of do like a quick pat on the head, like a...
It nuzzles into your hand with its skeleton head.
This is precious yet terrifying.
Oh, no. I think it's kind of adorable.
It is kind of cute.
I do have to ask a question though. Is this thing responsible for the famine? I feel like it's not.
At those words, its head perks up. It gives a heavy shake, but it starts leading you guys down the road.
Okay, and roll.
Well, I guess it's going to show us what is responsible.
Can I make a check to see what kind of dragon this was in life?
Yes. Go ahead.
Alright, can I ask what that would be?
It was an Albertine dragon.
Albertine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
okay, that's a
Albertine.
new one.
Oh no,
Albertine.
I can't pronounce words apparently.
It's all good. It's a new one to me anyway, so I'd have to dig up information.
It is a type of eastern dragon with a love of gold.
Okay.
So mountain.
It starts leading you down the road. As you get closer to what is most likely a village, you all start noticing a nasty stench in the air, almost a rotten food.
Mildew. It smells like library out here.
Smells like home.
That smelled, honestly, I'd be surprised if I said that smelled a lot worse.
I mean, you did just spend some time in some stanky brothel.
Hey, that's a nice establishment.
Lovely, beautiful,
Uh-huh.
Oslo.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
they
7-foot
had milk.
catman.
And as you reach the entrance, it's once again very silent, and the stench becomes stronger. But now you're hearing a rustling coming from the forest near you, and a girl jumps out in a distraught state, disgusting looking, and immediately she recognizes you, Sturgill. Sturgill!
Mila, is that you?
And she just collapses, just exhausted and sobbing in your arms.
Mila!
Roll a perception check.
Okay. I rolled a 16.
As you catch her and you look her over, you realize she looks disgusting. Completely torn clothes, dirty, and strong stench of rotten food is coming.
Oh my god, Mila, what did this?
It's awful. There was this famine, and we tried to find help, but it's awful, Sturgill.
Okay, well, did you... okay, well, calm down. Mostly for me. What... Did you get a look at it? Like, did you get a look at what the creature is, or...
Oh, I don't know. Well, I don't know if it's a creature.
Well, how's Mom? Is she okay?
I don't know. I ran, and I've been out here for days.
Don't worry, Mila. We'll figure this out, okay?
Quick question. Who's the kid?
Oh, she's, this is Mila, my sister.
Well, first off, here.
As he kind of hands out a piece of his dry tack. So to take some of the good food off of him.
Oh. She hesitantly takes it with a small smile. Thank you.
Don't worry, Mila. These are my friends. You can trust them.
Then they can help, right?
I mean...
Yes. I have a wonderful story about the first time your sister handed me something to eat. Remarkable.
Then follow me. Follow me. I... Come on. What were you saying?
No, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I finished. You're good.
Oh, I was just... Carolyn was gonna say that they could try to help.
So, Mila, how long... You said you've been out here for a while. How long has it been?
It's... a a few months after you left, a famine hits, and we couldn't figure out why.
Anything new happen in town before that? Any new people coming to town? Any different parts of the land change, like some forests become more deadened?
I can't
Anything so
remember.
far?
Did it happen slowly, or did the famine just kind of roll over in an instant?
Well, it started out slow, and then it just sort of sped up. First, it was just a few crops here and there, and then next thing we know, livestock is dying.
So, because of Fenris being the past of monster hunting and everything, could I tell if this famine is causing like hallowed ground, like undead necromancy kind of stuff?
Yeah, you can tell. And it is not.
Okay.
Well, it's not necromancy, and it's not the undead, so we can rule that out.
Can
Hey.
Nolimir try to roll out fiends or fae?
Say that again?
Can Nolimir try to rule out fiends or fae?
Yes.
Alright. What would I have to roll for that?
Insight?
Insight. Okay.
Oof. That's a
That's
9.
History, something like that.
As far as you can tell, it has nothing to do with fiends or fae.
Damn it.
Do you think this is my fault?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, we have those curses, and mine is, mine's gluttony. So,
It doesn't mean you ate your entire village out of house and home.
No, I mean, but what if there's some correlation between it?
Sergio, I don't see how you could blame yourself, despite what's going on with us.
I mean, if this is your punishment, I hate to see what the brothel like call home looks
Get
like.
off of the brothel for a moment. This isn't about you.
It's not that. Can you imagine a brothel full of people swinging from the rafters?
Shut it!
Thank you, I agree.
There was a cloaked figure.
That's a place to start.
A cloaked figure.
Yes, right after they showed up. And then, right after the famine started happening. And then, that's all I remember.
Do you think
Arlen,
it's a
didn't we
cult?
see
Okay.
Didn't we see a cloaked figure when, we were in the ruins?
We did. I don't think it correlates.
If it is, that bitch is dead.
I don't know. I thought it was just part of the riddle, but do you think it could
Well, I
be
think-
part of it?
Well,
Whatever it was,
I actually
it
would
knew
beg to
about
differ
me.
that it does correlate. If you already had one up here, well, we already had that of, your token of your curse. And now we're in another place we had to come to for another one. Who's to say it's not another being of the same sort?
That's what
True,
I'm saying.
Sergio. We could be getting your token next.
All right, let's do it then.
And with that, she starts leading you into the village. And as you're there, the stench is just, it's nauseating. Everybody roll a constitution save.
Shit.
do I have? Am I proficient? 1 second.
No, that's decent.
+3.
Mine is a modified 23.
Crapola.
I got an 8.
So I got
I got a 17.
Okay,
I got an 18.
okay.
No,
Fenris
what
is
you
used
get?
to stink. He hunts monsters.
not one.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Okay. Well,
Okay, no limit.
Everybody else did so good.
the stench is just so bad and nauseating. Bolomir, you immediately double over, just emptying whatever contents you had in your stomach. Sturgill, you're about headed the same direction at this rate. The smell is just so bad.
Oh. Bolomir, you're right.
Oslo just looks over. Pussy.
Says the actual one talking.
Hey, I've smelled worse than this.
So,
Fair enough.
kind of looks over at Sturgill and goes,
Hey, you still got some of that mint?
Well, let me see if the Dracolich hadn't eaten any.
As you say
yeah.
that, though, the Dracolich pops its head out of your little sack of mint with mint in its mouth.
How did you get so small? First off, I had no idea where you went, and how did you get so small?
It shrinks about the size of a lizard and then just crawls up your arm.
That was weird.
And then
That's
it just sits
adorable.
there.
It likes you.
Adorable. But the mint.
Well, I think it ate all the mint, but I have some sassafras that might help.
Yeah, that's fine. I just need a little bit.
Alright then.
All right, I take a look around, trying to see if there's anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. Roll for perception, but with, what is the pronoun?
Is it
Advantage?
advantage or
Nope,
disadvantage?
disadvantage. That's the
Okay.
word, disadvantage.
Okay. Okay, I got 14.
Ooh, all right, perfect. So, looking over around in your crouched position, you notice that there's very thin string, sort of crisscrossing the buildings, making a web of sorts, and it's all leading to one building. But as you raise your hand to sort of feel at the string, it's sharp enough that it will cut you.
Oh. That's unpleasant. Hey guys, maybe don't touch the thread, cause it's pretty fucking sharp.
What thread?
And you notice that it's all leading to one building in particular.
Fucking spiders.
Please don't say that.
Big spiders.
That
Big
bitch, if your
furry
token
spiders.
turned into a giant fucking spider.
Can I
So,
look a little bit closer?
you think it's alerted to us now? Because you plucked the string.
Yes, you can. Looking at the string, it definitely doesn't have the consistency of a spider web. It's more like, I suppose, a marionette string.
I could try
Oh,
to
hell
learn
no.
it.
Do you want to follow the string to the building?
Yes.
Alright. As you make your way towards the building, the stench is the strongest there. I would like everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Oh no. This is Sturgill's weakness.
This is my best thing.
Okay.
Catman.
I got an 18.
That is I got a 16.
Okay.
14.
18.
Oh. What did Oslo get?
Oslo, being a natural fucking ninja. Natural 20.
Wow, okay. Hold on. So, you all hear a sudden snap behind you. and slash and jump out of the way just in time to see Sturgill's sister being held up by strings, much like a marionette would be, holding a knife, just slashing wildly at you all.
Oh.
I kind of draw out my sword, but in a defensive way.
Sturgill, what would you have us do?
You know what? Just
First off, is she still alive? Can we see that?
She is
Yeah,
still
I was about to
alive.
say.
There is a lock on the door to the building you are heading towards.
I'm gonna do it.
How good does this door look? Like, how strong?
It looks very sturdy. Sturdy enough to at least keep a young girl out.
Does it look sturdy enough to stop an eldritch blast?
That was my question.
No?
No. He's gonna look at the girl, look at the building, look at the lock, and be like, "Okay, I recommend we get inside, find out whatever is seemingly got this little girl, and stop it. Shall we
Agreed.
go in
What if we
through the door?
What if we cut the strings?
You're gonna make a
What
run
if
to
you
the
can't
door?
cut them?
Are you making a run?
He's
I'm gonna try to kick the knife out of her hand.
Oh gosh.
You try and aim for the knife, but the strings are just flinging her around so haphazardly you just can't get a lock on it.
Fuck me.
My point of it being is, if they're sharp enough to cut us and they're flinging her around, they're probably digging into our skin.
As far as you can tell, there is no bleeding from the strings.
I could try to burn the
Can I
strings off
see
of her.
it? Can I see if the strings are connected at some point?
They are all connected in the direction of the house.
Can I roll an Arcana to see if this is a type of magical influence or if it's just someone controlling her via the cords?
Go ahead.
Oh, well, fuck me. That's another nat 20.
Oh, wow. It's somebody controlling her using the cords.
Okay, but the cords themselves aren't magic.
No.
Okay. Yeah, so he looks at everyone and goes, "Okay, well, at the very least, the cords or the strings, whatever they are not magic."
Works for me. All right. I'm bolting over to the house, I guess, since I know that they're connected towards that way.
All right. As you all are running towards the house, the strings are just jerking her at a fast rate towards you, forcing her to swing the knife. As soon as you get to the house and slam the door shut, there's a thud on the other side, and you just hear the scraping of a knife. It's pitch black once you're in the house.
I have dark vision, so what can I see?
All right.
Yeah, same.
Likewise.
All right. Let's
Oh yeah, it doesn't like all of us
Yeah, I think
before
we all have
have
that.
dark vision.
Yeah.
All right, we're good. All right, so as you look around and your eyes adjust to the sight, there are several bodies hanging around in the house. Sturgill, you
Oh.
recognize all of them as people from the village.
Oh my
They're
God.
all
This is
being
right.
they're all strung up like marionettes.
God, there's the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. They're all here.
I'm gonna say here, out of character, DM's been playing a little bit too much Resident Evil.
I've never played a single game.
Oh.
Just, see, I know this is supposed to be like the creepy thing, but you're making marionette stuff, and that's like, quote unquote, part of the Fenris fear because it's mannequin. So he's kind of this against the wall, like, meat mannequin, meat puppet,
All right, you fucker. We're in here. We know you're here. Come on out.
And looking around, you see that cloaked figure at the very end of the room.
Why you got
Also see a Swirly has joined us.
Why do you got to involve them, huh?
Tilting its head towards you, the cloak figure slowly turns around, and the hood of the cloak falls, and you see your own mother.
Hey, Sturgill, that lady looks a lot like you.
Yeah, she does.
Are we firing yet or no?
No, I didn't have to. There's no way she should have to. Not yet.
Listen, you can try to pull your tricks on me, but it ain't gonna work, okay? I know you ain't my mom.
In a voice that is both hers and not hers, she speaks. Well, I am your mother, but I'm also not your mother. It's really what you make of it.
We saw the same bullshit happen in the water place when that thing kept turning into people that Arlen knew.
Ah, yes, the guardian of... good mate, really. Really, though,
He's a dickhead.
you should be thanking me. I just saved all these folks.
Saved them.
Ah, yes, you
Funny
see...
fucking way of showing it.
Well, you see, when that famine hit, they made a deal with the wrong person. If it weren't for me, they'd all be dead or zombies, whichever came first.
So what's the difference between a zombie and tying up a girl with cords and making her attack people in the forest?
Protection. I didn't know if you were worthy, and I didn't know if you were trying to try and hurt these people.
There's no way. There's no way they would make a deal with a being like you.
No, I'm not the being they made a deal with. I'm the one who saved them from that being.
So, pray tell, who is the being they made the deal with?
I'll tell you. And I'll even give you my relic, if you can guess my riddle right. And with that, with that, she snaps her fingers, and everybody but Sturgill is immediately jerked up in the air by marionette strings.
Oh God, no! My worst fear of becoming what I hate most. Put me down, damn you!
You really think stringing my friends up like that is going to make me want to do your riddle?
Get off my butt.
Well, you kind of have to if you want to save your friends.
Sturgill, I'm fine, honestly. You can just absolutely wreck our shit.
Stop it!
Are you
I'll solve the riddle, just let me go. I hate this.
Are you ready?
Fine. As ready as I'll ever be.
Aye, Captain.
Hey. I'm always hungry. I must always be fed. The finger I touch will soon turn red. What am I?
We're fucked.
Out of character, I feel like you're ramping up the riddles, and we're starting to hit
No
barriers.
kidding.
I
You
got
got
it. Is it
You signed
is
up
it
for a riddle
just her?
Hmm.
Is it just her that can guess, or can we shout suggestions?
She is the one who is supposed to say it, but you can suggest stuff.
Let me see. I'm always hungry. Always fed. Not hungry.
Sturgill,
Sorry, this is me out of
Please.
character.
please don't let us down.
Would you like to phone a friend?
I'm not afraid of dying. I just want to die like this.
I'm not afraid of dying. Hey, person with hood, her mum. Can we give suggestions?
I got it! It's fire, isn't it?
Correct. And with that, the finger snap. Everybody is let go of the strings, and the figure of your mother collapses to the ground, but above it floats a small marionette. You guessed my
That's
riddle
fucking
right.
Creepy.
Yeah, I did. Now can you please go?
Can't just yet. See, for guessing my riddle right, you get my reward. And a flute falls to the ground in front of you. And my warning. You see, strange things are happening. You might not like it, but I just saved your entire village from becoming, well, nothing.
A minute ago you said zombies.
Correct?
And you said you would tell us who made the deal if you solved the riddle. Who did it?
A strange group. They've been at it for centuries. Never been able to get the relics. They always try. They found out about your little curses. Your little soon to commit sins. And they're coming after everything you hold dear.
Fuck them, I have nothing left.
I'm with Oslo. I don't have anything.
You,
Wait a minute. Hold on. You mean that us who would have caused these great sins? So, the one that was famine, the gluttony, they're causing famine because Sturgill is gluttony.
correct.
So they're fucking us over and causing our sins to come true.
Does seem that way. You lucked out with Wrath. I would have not wanted to see what happened then.
Ah, great.
But believe it or not, Sturgill, I just saved your entire family.
I don't owe you a thanks until this is all done.
Fair enough. And it floats upside down in front of you. It's porcelain doll-like face in a permanent smile. I do have a word of advice for you.
What would that be?
Don't trust the blind. And with that, it disappears.
Oh, great.
Oh, no.
And as it
No, we're
Nope.
not doing this.
as it disappears, everybody that was strung up collapses, and you just hear all sorts of groaning and moaning, like pain, like they've all just woken up from a really bad dream. The stench is still there, but you hear animals and wind starting to come back.
And with that, I'm stepping outside.
What the fuck just happened?
She said.
Well,
She said, "Don't trust the blind."
If I find out that woman's put us up to some kind of impossible task or set us up for some trap, I swear.
it looks like that is what is happening here.
But
As much as you might be against it, I got questions for Tomas when we get back to the boat.
What is Tobias supposed to know?
He knows the woman. It's a lead.
He's a child. What if he doesn't
They're
know
great
anything?
friends.
He doesn't know anything.
Then I hope he can swim.
We're not tossing a child overboard.
Listen. No, but level-headed logic. They know each other. You cannot outrule him.
Level-headed
We
logic.
have to at least figure something out.
He's a child. It's very possible if this woman can't be trusted, she's manipulated him. I'm not willing to turn my back on a child until we know for sure.
It's not turning his back on you, asking him some fucking questions.
I just don't think we should be going after...
Did I say lock him up? No.
No, also suggested
fair.
throw him overboard.
Have you
That's
ever seen
awesome.
Have you ever seen a child that was in charge of an entire magical ship?
Look. Whatever gets us on the right track to killing whoever's doing this to us. People don't deserve to be hurt.
You're right.
Not for our shit.
You know what? This is all wonderful. We should probably go check on all those people who have just woken up.
Fair enough.
This is true. More about them later.
Also, he's gonna step outside and check on Sturgill's sister.
Finch is going outside too.
She is fully conscious now. She's very confused, looking around.
Does she still have the knife?
She does.
He's just gonna crouch down, just gently take that and go, oopsie daisy, just gonna get rid of that before you do some damage to yourself.
She gives a confused nod.
Yes.
He says some
Hey.
family's inside.
Okay. Gonna go about it with a bit more tact, but fair enough.
Well, they're safe.
I'm gonna approach Sturgill.
Likewise.
I think I just kind of like is my mom still unconscious or
No, she's up. She's trying to situate herself.
okay? Mom, are you okay?
Sturgill, what are you doing here?
It's kind of a long story, but I guess you could say I'm kind of back to visit.
Well, it's good to see you then, darling.
Likewise. Hey, Mom, this is gonna sound out of the blue. Were you guys in, like, trouble or something? Like, was the village in trouble?
Yes, it was. A horrible famine hit. Everything was dying. A stranger passed through in a cloak. He said he'd help us. He made things worse.
Did you get a name or visual or?
No, I nothing. Just God, I can't remember a thing. But one thing I do remember: a strange little creature appeared. Said it'd help us. In a way, it did, but made things a little more confusing, I suppose. Being strung up like a puppet was never really on my to-do list, you know.
I just kind of laugh and then I hug her. And I go, I'm sorry, Mom.
It's not your fault, dear.
You've got this handled then, Sturgill.
Yeah, I think I'll catch up with you guys.
Take all the time you need.
need.
All right. After a couple hours or so, you all have helped all the villagers, made sure everybody is somewhat calmed down at least. They all have returned to their homes. And you notice that their crops are starting to slowly grow again, and you see animals starting to.
Yeah, she talked about the sins, but I'm beginning to think maybe I'm not as bad as she said. That needs to be as bad.
I don't know.
So one of them seemed like a massive dick. One of them seemed like a dick but was doing something right. So how is this working? Like, what? Any conclusions here yet?
I don't trust the blinds, but
I'd have to talk to the Order about that.
I understand.
Unfortunately, the ring's not working like it's supposed to. I haven't heard from my patron in
You guys stayed
ages.
to wish last to Maya, so perhaps you're right. Maybe he does know something.
Like I said, I am not going to hurt the kid at all. But we have a right to ask some questions.
No, and I do agree. I do. So I apologize for my outburst earlier.
Wait a minute. If I recall, the lady that sent us on this quest was blind, correct?
Yes.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck's sake, why?
Nothing is as easy as it needs to be, I suppose.
I
I say
mean,
next time we get to the ship, and we have a sit down in the galley for a meal, we ask Tomias at the table, so it's more conversational.
I think that's a good idea.
So, would
To
you
be
guys
fair.
say you're all heading back to the ship now?
Yes.
Think so?
All right, you too, Sturgill?
yeah.
Yep.
All right, fabulous. So, once you all are back on the ship, climbing your way up, you see none other than Swarley having woken up from his nap with little Tomias on his shoulders playing around.
Yeah, and
Yeah, nice
that's
to
the
see you up
time
and
that
about.
I nearly died for the fifth time. I think it was the fifth. I'll tell you about the time oh, hey! What took y'all
Hi,
so long?
Swarley.
It's good to...
Hi, Swarley.
hello there. It's good to see y'all. How'd it
missed-
go?
You missed an ordeal, mate.
It was a lot.
Check it out. I got a cool dragon.
What the hell?
You see a small Draco Lich on her shoulder. It's somehow found more mint, and it's just chewing on it.
I guess we have a mascot.
Oh, well, that's, well, shit. Congratulations.
Tomias squeals
Don't worry,
excitedly.
Swally, it's not a parrot.
That literally just summed up the entire day. Every single goddamn thing that just happened to us could be summed up with, well, shit.
That reminds me, Miss Sturgill, did you get your relic?
Yeah, I did. And I pull
Okay,
out the
Miss
full-
Arrowin, do you have your relic?
Yes, Tomias, I do. Why?
Okay, stay right there. And he jumps off of Swirly's shoulders, runs below deck. You hear like a comedic crashing, banging of items before he runs.
When he runs below deck, Oslo looks around and goes, I do not trust this.
And then he runs back up, out of breath. And in his little hands appears to be something like a monocle. Out of breath, he walks back up to you. This is from Miss Myra. She told me not to forget to use this, but I forgot to use it for Miss Arrowin. It'll tell you what your relic can do and stuff like that.
What the relics can do.
Yeah.
Right, Sturgill, would you like to go first?
Sure. And I kind of like bend down and like present the flute.
So he holds the little monocle in front of your eye, and as you look down towards the, you see words pop up, and in bold writing, see it says, "The flute of the animal charm. With this flute, you can charm most animals or monsters."
Okay.
Ah,
Kind of ironic
so you
considering that I have
got a little magic flute.
considering I have no idea how cat folk work.
I swear on everything that is sacred if you use that on me.
No.
I
Are you ready, Miss Erwin?
I nod and take off. It was an amulet, right? I think so.
Yep.
Yeah, and take off the necklace. Amulet.
He holds the little monocle over it, and as you look down, you see it says, "The Pendant of Long Past." It allows the wearer to speak to the dead for a short period of time.
Erlen is just going to slowly put it back on. Pat his head. Thank you so much for showing us that.
Yeah, I totally forgot. Miss Myra specifically told me to give it to you guys, but I forgot.
No, it's alright. It's alright. Perhaps I'll use it at some point later.
So how'd it go? Was it fun?
no.
It was eventful, Tobias.
We got the relic. That's kind of pretty much all.
You got a pet! Can I pet it?
Sure. If he wants you to.
And
Speaking
the
of,
Rips his fucking arm off.
the Dracolich pops off your shoulder and grows to about the size of a miniature pony and allows Tobias to.
speaking of your new pet, Sturgill, if you don't mind, I'd like to study it a bit.
At the word study, its head jerks up and you hear a growl coming.
Nothing invasive, little
know,
fella.
maybe not-
Just questions. I want to
May not
understand
be
you
the
better.
best time as soon as we get back on the boat.
Maybe study its mannerisms first and then kind of gain its trust.
Also, calling it might not help. Do you want to give it a name?
I can't ask it its name. I've tried.
Stardust pet, she shouldn't be allowed to name it.
It understands common.
Um,
Why don't you, give it I don't know, piece of charcoal. Let it draw out his name or something.
I can
Know, it's his
ask
mouth.
if it knows Draconic and feel like it probably does.
It does. I tried that already.
No, I already tried that.
Oh, okay.
You notice that
Yeah.
Samaya. Go ahead.
Can you write?
It looks up at you, and even without eyes, you can just tell it's giving you a judgmental stare as it glances down to its claws.
Okay. Maybe not the best question.
Little Tobias perks up, and he looks over at you. Oh, his name is Nero.
How do you know that?
He told me.
Who told you?
I call bullshit.
I'm done.
Boy, you are just full of surprises, aren't you?
Yeah, that's why Miss Myra hired me for this. And he like tilts his head up very proudly.
Oslo looks right to Arlen and goes, "Just a normal kid, huh?
You know what?
Not suspicious at all."
I think this would be the perfect time, Fenris. As you said, we should all sit down and, and eat, right? It's been a long day.
Yeah, honestly, I'm pretty hungry. We could bust that keg of ale.
Of course.
Why don't we have a nice meal while we get sailing on to our next destination?
I've already
Go
started
ahead
a
and
pot
do
of
that,
chili.
Remember.
Sounds good, Swally. I'll help with that.
What is chile?
It's delicious.
Oh, hot beans and peppers and a little bit of meat if it tickles your fancy. Some spices and all sorts of good shit.
Can't forget the onion.
Oh no, can't forget the onion. All kinds of onion. White onion, green onion, red onion, all kinds of good onion.
Onions are stinky.
Yes, can't be.
Oh, they're
Can't
really
be
good
an
when you
onion
cook them
racist.
right.
They're stinky.
Well, yeah, but I kind of lean down. Tobias, sometimes foods that stink the best, you like to play pranks on folk.
Yeah.
Sometimes the foods that are stinky make you a little stinky too, if you catch my drift.
His nose sort of like scrunches up, and he shakes his head. I don't want to be stinky, Grandpa Swarley.
No, little one. What I mean is, if
It gives you the toots.
yeah, it gives you the
Grandpa
toots.
Swarley.
Yeah,
I don't
it's fun
want to.
yeah, fun to do to people sometimes. Only bad people and friends, though. Don't do it to good random folk. That's not polite.
Grandpa Swarley, are you gonna toot on me?
Bad people. Bad people and friends. And apparently the two are not always mutually exclusive.
Tell you what, Marius, if you don't like the chili, I'll make you something else.
Okay.
But you gotta try it first.
Oh.
It's alright. If you don't like it, Tobias, it's alright.
Always gotta try new things.
How about Tobias can try some of mine, and that way, we won't waste a bowl, in case he doesn't like it.
I like that idea.
Alright, sounds like a plan then.
Alright, come on, Swally. Let's get started.
Oh, it's already started. We just need to add a few more ingredients.
Well, I'll be damned.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll go down to the galley.
All right. Down in the galley, food is being served. You all are just sitting around.
Nomire's actually gonna break off, go to his room for a little bit.
Oslo sat there like, you know what? I'm proud of myself. I am no longer hyperventilating tied to the mast. I am sat under the deck, surrounded by water, and only currently experiencing mild anxiety attacks.
You know, though,
Tobias.
it's a good step.
Tobias reaches up and gives you a pat on the head. Very, very good, Mr. Oslo. Very proud of you.
You know,
Nice.
Oslo, I actually wanted to talk to you about that.
About my fear of water.
Yeah, well, more along, one of the things you said was, you not quite being made for the sea, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I cannot swim very well.
Well, I
Salt
wanted to
water
tell
mats
you,
my fur.
wanted to tell you just a quick story, if you don't mind too much. Might help a little.
Please, go ahead.
My old Captain Mariah Laythorne, she was a tabaxi just like you. One of the most fierce and honorable captains I ever did sail under. And, she saved my life right good quite a few times. In fact, the last time I lost my eye, she scurried up the mast using that feline agility of hers, threw the guy that was up there shooting down at me off the crow's nest, swung down on the rigging, and then slit the throat of the guy what had me pinned against. And a cleric, who was a goblin, or the enforcer of the ship, who was an orc. Yeah, never would. I'd be dead. Lost more than just an eye that day. Just kinda. You don't feel like you're built for the sea and built for sailing, but trust me, Oslo, from experience, you're exactly what this crew needs.
Well, I appreciate that. And also, your captain sounds interesting. Sounds like future wife material.
I wish you luck with that. I do. My understanding, shortly after I retired, the ship went down. And although they never did find a wreck, so I don't know.
Yeah, sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
That actually reminds me. Tobias, how long have you been with this ship?
Well, and he looks down at his little fingers and holds up 5. This long. I was found on the ship.
Right. And how long have you known Miss Myra?
I've known Miss Myra for, and again he holds up his fingers, holds up 4. This long.
I gotcha. Have you all been on many adventures together?
A couple, but like usually I just go on my own with the ship, and yeah, that's how I met Miss Gertrude.
Nice.
I gotcha.
Would you say that Miss Myra is trustworthy?
Oh yeah, Miss Myra is super trustworthy. She saved me.
Saved you?
Yeah. You see, it was just me and the ship, and we're pretty lonely. Don't really have anybody with us. So she found me, ship, and brought us home.
Just gonna nod and look back to Fenris. Do you have anything
It
else?
sounds like kidnapping with extra steps.
And Fenris kind of just gives a bit of a nod back and just,
Well, I guess it's a good thing she found you then.
Oh yeah.
Say, Tobias, why don't we play a bit of a game while we finish our meal?
I love games.
So, it's where you kind of find out more about your friends.
Sounds so fun.
So what we do is we say a subject, and then everyone gives an answer. So, say, hobbies. I enjoy playing the harp. What about you?
I like playing with the ship.
Okay. And you, Marilyn?
I like to read.
Oslo?
I also like reading, but I feel like I can't use that one now, so I kind of have a thing about caves. I like looking through caves.
Okay. And Swallow, what about you?
Well, I don't do a whole lot, but I did have. Well, I got a little bonsai tree back at my home. Gifted to me by the captain upon retirement. Something to do, she said. And if I ever got bored, to look her up.
Fair enough. Nice. That's lovely. And, Tobias, what about Miss Myra? What does she like to do?
Well, Miss Myra. So, like, her eyes are always closed. So she can't really see stuff. But she'll tell stories all the time. And she'll just let me fall asleep in her lap while she tells me a story.
So she likes telling stories.
Yeah.
Huh.
Cannot
Fair
deny,
enough.
she may have been a little bit stuck up, but yeah, I would fall asleep in her lap.
Well, who else wants to go to another subject?
I have one. What is everybody's favorite food?
Well, you got the subject, you go first.
I like sushi. You know, raw fish.
Okay. And now you call upon the next person.
How about you, Swally?
Well, actually, I too enjoy sushi, but my second favorite, I suppose, would be that's a toughie. This chili. Well, not exactly this chili. I usually put whiskey in my chili, but as we got a little one, I left it out.
So your second favorite food is alcohol.
And chili.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fenris?
Oh, mine's a bit simple. I love eggs and bacon.
Solid choice.
Any time of the day.
Me? I mostly enjoy salads made from the vegetables that I would grow in my gardens.
Nice. Erilyn?
I'd say the rabbit stew my father used to make us when we weren't home.
Nolame.
Dolomir's not here.
In his room.
He's in his room.
Oh, yeah, sure. What about
Tobias.
you, Tobias?
I really, really like clams.
Clams. Okay.
I
And what about Lady Myra?
Miss Myra? Oh, she really, she likes stew, I think. Never really see her eat much. But she'll sit with me and I eat.
So you haven't actually seen her eat?
I've seen her, she's had stew while I eat. But she doesn't really eat much when I eat.
Well, maybe she's just a snacker. Who knows?
Speaking of eating, I'll see if Nelomir wants to go eat. So I'll be right back.
All right.
Anyone else with a subject?
What about everybody's favorite animal?
All right. You go first.
I, for instance, really love foxes.
Hmm. Okay.
Dennis, what about you?
Okay. No judgment. But I really like sloths.
That's adorable.
They're just so slow and they're always smiling. It's kind of adorable.
Yeah, it
Can't be mad at
really
that.
is, isn't it?
These goofy faces.
What about you, Oslo?
Well, as you can imagine. Funny thing is, I fucking hate cats.
What are you, a dog person?
Actually, yes.
Oh,
Oh,
Yes, I am a cat man that prefers dogs to cats.
Can't be mad at that.
so that describes your taste in women.
ooh.
Yeah. Bitch.
What? His ex was a no.
Turtle left, right?
How did you know that?
I know. I know the guy.
That was bad. Actually, my ex was a tiefling, in case you were wondering.
Sturgill left, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I just don't want to skip it further.
Oh, no,
Alright.
you're fine.
Swally, I think that means you're next.
Oh, well. There's something, soothing when you're sailing the northern seas about hearing the eerie call of a loon at night. No other sound like it.
A what?
A loon.
Oh,
A bird.
I never heard of them.
Oh, they're majestic creatures. And their call, it's like nothing you ever done here.
I thought you were afraid of
Can you
birds.
describe it?
only parrots.
Only parrots. Yeah. It's like a high-pitched echo just kind of slowly sailing over the surf, and it's haunting. Kind of chills you to the bone, and it's beautiful all at the same time. Makes you feel like there's more than just yourself in the world.
So
Oh, everything really reminding me of my ex right now.
Gotcha. So Swally likes siren birds. Fair enough.
If we ever sail north, I'll keep an ear out, see if I can point it out to you.
That would be wonderful.
Also, nonsense. Sounds good.
Tomias, what about you?
I really, really like dragons.
Fair enough. Is there a reason?
Have you ever met a dragon?
I have.
Go on.
My interest has been piqued.
Well, I met it. I think, and he looks at his fingers and holds up two of them. I met it this many years ago. It was just me and a ship, and we were on the water, and we were kind of stuck. It was really rainy, and I didn't have anywhere to go, really. Like, Miss Myra has sent me out on a very important job. And we got stuck. But out of nowhere comes this big, long dragon from the water, and it pushes us.
What was the job Miss Myra sent you to do?
I had to give Miss Gertrude something, but I got stuck.
Okay.
Do you know?
And the dragon helped you.
And does Miss Myra have a favorite animal?
Miss Myra's favorite animal are snakes, because they're like dragons, they're just tinier. What about snakes?
Snakes.
Ah, and they're slippery.
Yeah, but really cute. She's got a pet snake. It's really big, long.
With that, Fenris kind of slowly looks over to Erlen like,
It's
Yeah, so what we have gathered so far, she has a pet basilisk. She doesn't really eat much. Yeah, I'm starting to connect some dots here that this bitch ain't to be trusted.
As that's all going on, I knock on Nolamir's door, kind of like a.
Just a minute. You hear the sound of like furniture rustling as he gets to the door, opens it, sweating bullets,
Take care of that.
white as a sheet. He's got he's got one hand covering the hand that usually has his ring on it. Yes, Sturgill, what do you need?
Oh, well, I was gonna say that food's ready, but if this is a bad time, I can just kind of go back.
You're fine. Just had an off day. Don't really have an appetite at present. Thank you, though.
Are you okay? You've kind of been kind of absent-minded since, the whole, since we got back.
Like I said, it's been an off day, and I've been having trouble with all of this. Honestly, it's not my line of expertise. I hunt monsters. I don't like the morally grey implications of don't trust the blind. It bothers me.
Buddy, you're telling me the reason I'm here is just because of weird source of coincidences.
I hear you.
But I guess, we've got 2 relics so far, and, all we've really had to do, is just kind of answer some riddles. So I think we just try to get this done.
I want to. He finally moves his hand and shows her the ring. And since I haven't gotten to describe it before, the ring has basically been fused to the skin of his finger, like ritualistically. So you can see, very clearly see, like burn marks around either edge of the ring, and from it you can see that Nolamir has probably pretty determinedly been trying to yank the little bastard off.
It looks really, really uncomfortable.
Oh, it's a present from the Order. You see, I'm supposed to be able to hear from some of the knights of the past from the Order of the Raven, and well,
My knight can't seem to show up. And he hasn't since I met Myra.
So there's some kind of connection, you think?
I don't know. I was working on being able... Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, from what I gathered, it sounds like Myra may have some connection between other places.
That's what I'm thinking, but... See, I get my magic from... Well, this fucking thing. And if I can't do what I do, well, that's half of my skill set gone. I couldn't... Well, to say that all of this is frustrating it's an understatement, Sturgill.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, I think.
I hope so.
Yeah.
And with that, tonight's session will end.
Hello, I am Erlyn de Vanderel, and thank you for listening to tonight's session of Table Talks. If you enjoyed the podcast, please consider following and subscribing.